sort of old school people who you've brought back and given sunlight to some younger folks and some newer folks who might not be aware of their past work, and they're people behind the scenes who don't get the attention they deserve. And there are names that you and I know who many others haven't been exposed to, that you've given an opportunity to communicate back and sort of identify themselves and position them in their world. And that helps us understand what it is that happens and understands the reality of backstage and around the stage and in the van and the home office and the planning and the catering and everything that happens with people. And it gives those people a leg up because they've gotten, I think in many cases, the righteous, and I don't mean to put myself in this basket, but the appreciation, like Divide Sky and some of these others, the appreciation and the acknowledgement that they need for the important work they do.
Yeah, that it is part of it. And Divide Sky and Backline, are incredible. They do different things and they're each incredibly important. And Mockingbird is incredibly important as well in what they do. One of the big messages of the show, and we talked about it a little bit last time you were on, and we've talked about it a lot on the show since then. One of the big values of the show, you talk about bringing some older heads on, and kind of bringing them back to the new generation. This season we're lucky to have on people like Christopher Thorne from Blind Melon, Dave Eckenberg, who was one of the people who did the Chiron editing and did the lettering for Star Trek: The Next Generation and edited the Dr. Feelgood video by Motley Crue to save it for air on MTV. And it's just, again, just incredible. I feel incredibly blessed to have this platform where I get to have these conversations. Susanna Millman, photographer of the Grateful Dead, Jerry walked her down the aisle. Getting to hear her tell the story of how that came into being is just, there's nothing like it.